Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I will be going over everything that you guys will need to know about my full female titan build. This is what this build is capable of, and can do even more if you're doing a big party with a lot of people in raids. And for raids as well, you can easily solo raids under 2 minutes. This build is one of a kind, and I'm about to put y'all on sauce. Okay, so now for this build, I would say this build is half shifter damage, but half crit damage. I'm gonna get more into it, but for the skill tree, you guys want to go down the skill cooldown side. For the left side of the skill tree, for the middle, you guys want to go down the crit side, and then for the defense side, you want to go down the left side for tank. And then for my skill moves, I have Titan shifting, obviously, Chaos, which is a Fritz only skill move. I'm also using Black Flare for all the buffs that I get with Font of Inspiration and everything else. I'm using Order Rage just in case if I ever want to buff up, and Founder's Order. Okay, so now for perks. First thing is that we're not using Founder's Blessing. You might be asking me why we're not using Founder's Blessing. It's because we're going to use Black Flash and Art of War. So basically with Art of War, your shifter damage increases by 40%, your M1 speed also increases, and then on top of that, Black Flash, every time you hit a crit, it's going to do max damage every single time. And then for your defensive slot, you want to be using Immortal, but if you don't have Fritz and you only have one defensive slot, I would use Immortal because the female Titan for some reason intakes a crazy amount of damage in raids. So I wouldn't recommend adaptation because obviously you take more damage to adaptation. I would go to safe route, go Immortal. But if you want to use adaptation, you can, but I would just recommend using Immortal on the safe side. And then for your support slot, again, if you have Fritz, use Soul Feed and Font of Inspiration. But if you don't have Soul Feed, I said Soul Feed. If you don't have Fritz, you could just go with Font of Inspiration. It's really up to you, honestly. You could use Soul Feed for the outline of Titans. You also get health per kills. Obviously, the gas bar doesn't matter since you're a shifter. I would low-key go with Font of Inspiration. For max damage, go Font of Inspiration. If you don't have Fritz and you only have one support slot, go Font of Inspiration. Because the multipliers with the flares, it just stacks up damage. Plus the damage resistance is important because the female Titan takes a lot of damage already. Now for your memories. Your memories are very important. If you want to deal the max amount of damage, this is exactly what you have to run. You have to run Apotheosis, Tactician, Gambler, Fury Forge. But if you're doing the Attack Titan raid, you can swap out Fury Forge for Quick Strike. Quick Strike increases your damage. I'm pretty sure it caps out at a 30% damage increase. But it's still really good, especially for the Attack Titan raid. I would use that for sure over Fury Forge. And then for Apotheosis, it's self-explanatory. Your Awakening bars fills faster. You could shift faster. And with your bar being more filled up, it increases your damage. Tactician, if you have Fritz, this is insanely overpowered. Like when I tell you, Founder's Order plus Tactician plus Flares, it all stacks up in damage. It's actually insane. So make sure that you have Tactician. Gambler is also very, very important if you want to deal max damage and see some insane numbers. It gives you the higher chance for that crit to go further and beyond how much damage you're actually supposed to get. And then Fury Forge increases your damage by 0.4 for every 1% of health that you lose. So those are the memories that you should be using. Now for your artifacts, you should be using double shifter damage. Plus, with scars, it's a plus 15 shifter stats by itself. So with this right here, it gives you an increase of 35.7 shifter stats. And then for your next artifact, when the update first dropped, some people said go hoodies. But I don't know if it was a secret update or something like that. I'm going to show y'all. So right now, my shifter damage for my artifacts is at 40,298. Now I'm going to take off my scarf that has double shifter damage. Put on a hoodie that has plus 10% damage. And 2 shifter damages. And the shifter damage goes down. The scarf is definitely better for overall damage. Just because it's a mythic, obviously. So the overall damage you can get on a mythic is higher than a legendary. Plus, this damage that says right here, it's only for your ODM damage. The damage that shows there is only ODM damage. It doesn't actually count towards your shifter damage. So you definitely want to be running Scarf. And then for your female mastery, you should be maxing out everything that you need. The main 6 that you need to max out is Crimson Bloom, which you can only get with a family Leonhardt or getting Fritz. It increases your overall damage, your M1 speed, and all damage taken by 22%. You also need to get your hardening for more damage, obviously. Also upgrade your roar, upgrade your roadhouse kick, and slide kick. And then for your residence, you want to make sure you max this out. It costs 6 female shards. I wouldn't recommend buying female shards from the shop, because they cost what, 30,000 gems. I wouldn't recommend buying shards. I would just either one, trade for them, or two, just do raids and maybe find someone that will be willing to give you some shards for maybe keys, prestige scrolls, perks, or something like that. Also, for those who are curious, my crit chance is at 48 and my crit damage is at 100. But one good thing about this Female Titan's Residence is the Crimson Bloom. Like, the Crimson Bloom is so overpowered. It's like, if you don't have Crimson Bloom with your Female Titan build, there's no point in you really even using the build. Because with Crimson Bloom and also having your Titan Residence maxed out, it gives you a 2% crit damage and a 1% crit chance per Crimson Bloom mastery level. So when you really think about it, it says per mastery level. And let me see, where is it? My Crimson Bloom level is 13 out of 13. 48 plus 13 is 61. And when I'm actually playing, as y'all probably seen in the intro, how many crits I'm able to get, it feels like I really don't even have a 48% crit chance. It's feeling like I really do have a 61% crit chance on how many crits I'm getting in raids. Mind you, don't forget, it also says you gain an extra 2% crit damage per mastery level. So really, I have 126% crit damage. Before we end this video, I just want to show y'all how fast I can solo aberrant female titan raids with all the main mods on with this build. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if the devs meant to make this female titan build this strong, but it's actually, in my opinion, I think the only build that can actually compete with Hellos. As some of us may know, Hellos can do up to 10 million damage. I'm just gonna say it. It's insane. Unfortunately, I don't have Hellos yet, but the day I get Hellos, trust and believe, I'm gonna try my best to make the best build possible when I get it. But for now, this is gonna be me right here. So that's gonna conclude this video. I hope y'all enjoyed and learned a thing or two from my build. Make sure to like and subscribe. Go follow me on Twitch. I stream every day doing raid carries and a bunch of other stuff. But y'all take care. Peace!